everybody, and welcome to round number 15 of... Is this 15? Of Season 5 of the Sunoco Elite Series. We're here at Karjala in Finland for a round. It's a new track this season, not a brand new track built, but it's a new track on the schedule. A lot of great things expected out of this track, but testing has gone pretty weird. But you might be wondering where Bahrain is. Bahrain had some issues with pit road safety, and they had to scrap it for the time being. May come back in a future season, but we have a new track ready to go, but that will be at a later date. While they're preparing that, we are moving on to Karjala here in Finland, and some things have gotten interesting with how, not involving silly season, just how this is setting up for the race. On pole position, it's a Fitzwater Australia front row lockout. This team is on an absolute tear in the International Tour, and they've done it again. It's a front row lockout. Carson Bowers on pole position here in Finland. This team, ever since Fitzwater got that top 10 back in Nahuapi in Argentina, this team has been absolutely explosive. And they may be on their way back to rank B, and rank A is a stretch, but they could be heading back to rank B next season. Both of them looking strong in practice and possibly here in the race. On road 2, you got Philip Scott, who has been dropping in the order for a while now. He hasn't had the speed he had early season, but he's trying to find some speed here. Starting P3 could win this race. Watch out for him. Alongside Steven Thompson, who we haven't seen him do much of anything since all the way back in, what are we thinking? All the way back in Watkins Glen when he won the race. Thompson's just been kind of there. Had some decent mid-pack runs altogether in his season. I don't believe he's in the bottom of the points. I just believe he's just somewhere in the middle. He has a lot of time to make up if he wants to be able to move on and try to get a better ride. Right now, he is rideless. On row 3, you got DJ Curtis, who, as you all know, he re-signed to Monarch Motorsports next season for his sophomore season, if I'm correct. And his sophomore season next season. His rookie season's gone meh. He just hasn't lived up to some people like Bartlett and Freeze and Perez, but Curtis, a lot of hope in the garage for him next season, that maybe he can get out of this this is technically a freshman slump. His rookie season just has not been that good. A lot of people hoping he can turn that around in his sophomore season. Alongside Max Anderson, the other Fitzwater Australia car. Fitzwater Australia Racing starting all in the top 6. They take up half of the top 6. They're so impressive. And Max Anderson, again, leaving the team. We don't know where he's going. A lot of rumors out there that he might go to FFM. To join Brock and whoever goes there, because Malcher's gone and Vincent's gone. So that team's getting a full reset. Anderson being rumored to go there, but nothing really known yet about Max Anderson's career going forward. But we'll have to see as time goes on. On row 4, you got William Duncan, who has re-signed to the team. I believe we've already mentioned that. William Duncan re-signed to the team. He signed his guarantee that he would return. They gave him that guarantee a while back that if he wanted to come back, he can at any time, and he did take that back. He'll be driving the, if I'm correct, the number 4 Saya car next season. So William Duncan got a lot of confidence going into today that he has his contract signed. He's ready to go for next season. And he doesn't have to worry about getting a ride for the rest of the season. He's just got to worry about racing. Alongside Alexander Rowe, who Rowe's been climbing the order for a little bit now. I believe he's either on the outskirts of the top 10, like in the top 15, or in the lower parts of the top 10. He's been doing pretty good in the International Tour. Hasn't done absolutely amazing, but he's done pretty well. And Rowe looking to try to hunt down a win here today. It's starting for P8, it's possible. If he can get that win, he could possibly hunt for a championship with only 5 rounds left to go. And on row 5, you got Adam Vincent. Vincent is... We actually got to go quick. Vincent retiring at the end of the season, and alongside Paul Jackson, looking for his first win since Season 3. We're about to get going. I did not pay attention to the clock. It's a standing start here in Karjala. We may talk about Vincent and Jackson more in a minute. But we're about to go green. It's Fitzwater Australia Racing front row lockout here in Finland. Our first time around Finland here at Karjala. And green flag is in the air in Finland. And it's a terrible start for Fitzwater on the outside, but it's an amazing one for Bowers. As they hurl down to turn 1, now it's Philip Scott trying to take down the inside of Fitzwater, trying to go for second, and he'll get it. Fitzwater not even going to fight him for it. That's probably smart. You don't want to fight him in this section of the track. You really can't win in this section of the track when someone gets the inside in turns 1 and 2. Here we go into this left-hand carousel. Carson Bowers leading over Philip Scott now, but Fitzwater looking like he wants to come back at him. Curtis in 4th. He started 5th if I'm correct. Where is 4th? Yeah, Thompson started in 4th, did not get a good start. Jackson was able to jump Vincent and Rowe off the start. An amazing start for the 10 car. And Maverick GP looking pretty strong right now. They sit in what I believe to be, I want to say 8-9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Maverick GP sits at 8-9. Their last season with the name branding Maverick GP before they become Maverick Wolf Racing next season. But it's Bowers, Scott, and Fitzwater. Your top 3, Fitzwater Australia, going for the hat trick. It would be the second team in history, if I recall correctly. I may be wrong on that, but I believe they're the second team in history to get a hat trick if they pull it off today, behind Full Frontal Motorsports, when Brock pulled the hat trick by himself. So it would be interesting if they could do it, but Philip Scott may have other plans. Philip Scott down the inside of Carson Bowers for the lead, and Scott Ganassi Racing going for another win this season. Currently, there is, if I'm correct, no, actually, I think Fitzwater is leading the Constructors win list. Then it's a tie with one win behind that between Epic Motorsports and Full Frontal, but Scott Ganassi is at 12. Full Frontal and Epic are at 15. They're close. If they can get a few more wins under their belt, they can get right up in the battle for the Constructors win list. But Duncan getting into this battle now. He got through Curtis in the last corner. And now he's going to start hunting. We should get your leaderboard up. Duncan has your fastest lap of the race. Last time around at a 146.6. Give me just a moment. So, sorry about that. Just had to fix something real quick. But, yeah, William Duncan, your fastest car on track right now. Just ahead on lap time on Philip Scott. 146.7 out of Scott, 146.6 out of Duncan. Carson Bowers only at a 147.5. So Scott is much faster than Bowers at this stage in the race, but that could change quick. We have 1 pit stop predicted, maybe 2. We might hit 2. I'm not sure. It may come down to the wire on the pit cycle as well. But Scott going for this move again. He's got a much better run this time. I think he's got him. I don't think Bowers has any sort of fight in him. Nope. He's going to have to give up the lead. Philip Scott, your new leader here in Karjala. And Roush is in the pits! That's your second in points! What happened to Roush? Roush would come into the S-bends, in the chicane, he would get loose, go into the grass, and he'd clip Caldwell, and into the fence he'd go. Windhelm would get beached up right in the sand, and your second in points suffers a disaster, but Arts! Oh my god. And your points leader has an issue! Your top 2 in points just took a big hit. Windhelm's in the pits too! Your top 3 in points are all down! Oh my word! This is unheard of! Well, not 3, and your top 3 in points are they all out of the race? Windhelm's a lap down, but I think it's still rendering him in the race. It is. Windhelm is a lap down, but still in the race. Arndt is 53 seconds down. None of them will score points today unless big accidents happen. Who does this hand this all to? This hands it on to Jackson. This fed it right into Jackson's hands. Jackson lost a few spots on the last lap, though. He may have ran wide in the chicane. With Curtis. But he does seem to be okay. He does seem to be up to speed. Actually, he looks pretty nicely up to speed. He's your 8th fastest on track. Down to 12th. But still, 12th place. He'll be getting a ton of points on your points leaders. He's your 5th in points. He's in this thing now. And if he can get a good result atop even like 7th or 8th, that'll be an amazing result, and that'll close him in right in this championship hunt. Jackson may be right back into another championship. And because all 3 points contenders are down. Fitzwater has gotten through Carson Bowers, his teammate. His teammate did not fight him. And that's because Bowers knows that Fitzwater is quicker than him. That's good teamwork. Anderson closing behind. What can anyone do? This team has been dominant in the international tour. And look at them. They're 2, 3, and 5. This is the pace out of Fitzwater, Australia, I don't think we've ever seen. Fitzwater Australia was dominant back in their golden age, back when they got the Season 2 and 3 drivers title. But they have never been this good as a full team. They've never had all 3 members in the top 5 at once. This is an incredible performance out of this team right now. This team is on a rampage. Bowers is in the grass. This is leading Duncan right to his side. Anderson trying to get in this. Anderson trying to go for a double. It would be his, what is it, his 3rd double? If he could pull it off. Vincent out of nowhere. Wow, that was a lunge and a half. Anderson had your fastest lap last time around, not this time. Vincent, very quick right now. And I see Fitzwater challenging for the lead. Oh, Scott thought he had it for a while. He thought he had the Fitzwater stump, but oh, it's not that easy. It's never going to be that easy on this crew. This team just looks so rejuvenated. Oh, a tap out of Duncan. Duncan doesn't want to waste any time dealing with Bowers, and the outside is better here. Even though he'll lose time to Bowers in the corner, out of the corner, there he goes. The acceleration, just better. And Duncan and Vincent are taking apart the Fitzwater Australias. But now Fitzwater is out front. That's Halleck who has damage. Halleck's up there in the points as well. Oh my god, what is happening? This is like what happened in Nahuel Huapi last season, where all these points contenders just started having issues. Something went wrong with these cars and they just couldn't recover, and it's what's happening here. They're just not on pace. They've run into incidents. Some of them are off pace. It's just something's wrong with the points contenders today. And you have the dark horse of Fitzwater leading this race. Again! He's leading a race. Fitzwater, this is the form we saw him in Season 2. This is what we're seeing. We're seeing his Season 2 form come back into light. And Fitzwater been looking for a win since Season 2, back when he won his championship. That was the last time he got a win. Duncan looking for his first win since Season 1, back when he won at a Trailblazer. Has not won since. He's come close so many times, and he so deserves one. But so does Fitzwater, and Scott as well. Scott seems fast today. These 3, I would say, are the main 3 who deserves this win today, and if any of them win it, they deserve it. It just comes down to who. If Scott can win this, he will untie himself for 3rd on the all-time win list. Perez is in the pits. Jovic! Not Jovic too! Oh my god, please tell me that's pit cycle. Don't let it be Jovic. Not again. It's another person struggling. All the points contenders are done. If this isn't the start of a pit cycle, which what everyone's doing, this doesn't look like a pit cycle to me. No, sir. Would be slightly early for a pit cycle, though, wouldn't it? No! Caldwell's in. We may have a pit signal beginning. Caldwell didn't seem to have problems. He was on a decent pace, so... Ooh, and Duncan has gotten through Scott. All right. So now it looks like it's going to be Fitzwater versus Duncan, which both of these guys deserve a win. They've deserved it for a while. And to see either of them get a win would be great. Fastest lap, Duncan. Last time around, yep. Ooh, and Fitzwater, your third fastest. Vincent, your fourth fastest. He's in fourth. And Pericles, the guy in the middle of them all, is down in eighth, fighting with Thompson. I also see back here Jackson fighting with the 58 of Sean Angel. A little bit faster than him. I'll have to keep an eye on those two. Wait. Oh, he thought about it there. You can see Jackson was thinking about it. Not yet, though. Bowers, another mistake! Oh my god, Bowers cannot get that chicane right. That's his third time making a mistake there. He is not... Oh! Oh! I think he might be having some tire wear problems. And he's down low. He's in the pits. A few people are. We're in the pits. Oh boy. Fitzwater is leading it in. Did everyone come in? Top 4 did. Top 5 did. Yeah, we're good. What's the call? You see 2 tires. Here's someone coming down the front straightaway. Might be called. No, Caldwell. This is too early for Caldwell. Iran stays out. Vincent cuts everyone. Wow. Adam Vincent just cut the whole field in the pits. That's not what Fitzwater wanted. Scott comes out late with Bowers. Bowers, though, may have a little bit of damage from going in the grass that many times. Jackson coming out about where he should. Actually, he jumps Angel. Oh, he's trying to wide line, seeing if he can do anything with that. Nope. He just wants to get through Scott right now. That's his main worry. Get through Philip Scott. Start hunting through this field. That's smart. Wow, really? Jeffrey Finn guy started at the tail end of the field, if I'm correct. Look at him go. Pushes Ryan Monaco out of the way. The person who took his ride, get out of the way. Wants nothing to do with that. And Finn guy. That's probably a big message over to Roush Racing Enterprises right there. That tap. Moved his old car out of the way. His new one moving up. Bartlett also started near the rear of the field. And Dan Bartlett, look at him go! Oh my god! What was that run? Bartlett down the inside of Sean Angel. Scott not even gonna fight Jackson. I don't think he sees the point. Jackson gonna go with Bartlett on the outside. That's smart. The outside carries much more momentum out of this corner, and it may actually help him get through Angel. Yeah, he's got him. He's got him. Because this corner, again, like with Shepard and Brock, the inside's bad in that first corner, but then you hit the second and third, and the inside's much better. So Jackson uses Bartlett to get through both Angel and Scott. And that's a move for both Bartlett and Jackson that they needed. Finn guy is already almost up to Philip Scott. Jeffrey Finn guy is looking very quick at this stage in the race. Eric dropped some spots. Curtis dropped some spots. Shepard's been picking up some spots since the start of the race. He's starting near the rear. He's almost up in the top 20. Oh! Eric's been turned! Eric was just turned! He's done. Oh, what happened? This was just... Brock wasn't really expecting Eric to be there. He expected Eric to be lower than that. And he didn't expect him to break that much. And that's what happens. Not sure if Brock will get a call to the steward's office for that. He might. But he might not. Fitzwater, though, since this pit cycle has been dropping back. And now it's basically up to Anderson. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's not something people want to hear. It's up to Anderson. Means that Anderson wants it. And he wants it bad. And I don't think he'll stop until he gets it. He's going to push. Jackson just trying to put together a good, solid day for himself. Looking through the field. Looking for some names. Slavko Stuko in the top 20. Very impressive so far this race. We're a little over halfway through the race. Got a little bit more to go before this race is over. Jones started higher than where he is, so Jones just not having a very good day. And Eric, the big hope for this team. And he's out. This is huge championship implications. This is absolutely gigantic implications for the championship. And it aids these two in their championship hunt. It aids Thompson in getting back through the order. It aids Pericles for trying to hunt for a championship. He's been lacking behind his teammates. Johnson was in the top 10 for a bit. It looks like she might get back up there. With a 6th place, could be. Duncan's been impressive all season long. This will help him even more. Rowe, again, he's been up here all season long. It'll help him even more. Fitzwater finally trying to get some more good results in him, and he really is. He's showing he may deserve this win, but the pit cycle screwed him over. And Vincent, who's in the pits now? Is that Eric? Yeah, that's Eric. Okay, I thought someone else hit the pits, but no, that's just Eric. In the pits, just got towed back. He's done. And Duncan loses another spot to Rowe. Maverick's staying pretty silent, but they're still here. Rowe's in 7th, Jackson's in 11th, Halleck's in 14th. The team's not doing bad at all. It's just they're not they're not up here. They're not with some of these guys. And right now Anderson just pulled his fast lap of the race, but that's slower than what Vincent just pulled. Vincent might run away with this race because of an absolutely amazing pit stop. This is very impressive out of Bartlett. This is why people are scared of him at road courses. He's a touring car driver. He's probably been here before. He's from the UK. This is just in Finland. He may have raced here back when he was in his touring car championship. He may have raced here before. I'm not sure. But it's plausible. Bartlett down the inside of Carson Bowers. He's going to make quick work of him here in this carousel. Bowers really has no challenge. There's no way. He's out of this quarter. There goes Bartlett with the run. Oh boy. Bartlett already on Fitzwater. No hesitation. Fitzwater's in the grass. Hits his teammate. Oh my God. If the day couldn't get... Oh my God. That day was going so good for Fitzwater. And contact with his teammate trying to escape the grass. Devastation in the Fitzwater garage. Absolutely devastating for them. Jackson in the pits. Ooh, we may see some strategy. Yeah, we are. Undercuts. Ooh, I like it. I like their thought right now. Jackson and Bowers are in the pits. Bowers is probably in for some damage, though. Bowers probably has some damage repair to do. Has some work to do. Jackson, however, in and out. Easy. Easy, quick pit stop, in and out of the pits. Good run for Jackson in the pits. Now we'll see if this pays off. If he can get ahead of Jones, which I think he has, then it should be good, because he'll be in no traffic. The only other traffic ahead is really Lorenzo Law, because everyone else is too far up. So now, these guys have a decision to make. Okay, people are getting even quicker. Third fastest lap of the race for Steven Thompson. Fastest lap of the race for Skylar Johnson. Would it be wise to pit now, knowing that these guys are going to cut you later in the race? Yes! Vincent not waiting. He knows. Anderson going to join him. Can't let Vincent get that undercut. Thompson. Pericles, yeah. No one's going to let him. Except for Duncan. Duncan. I'm not sure if this is smart or if this is dumb. We don't know what's better. Scott gonna join him. We don't know what's better right now for these guys. Vincent is out of the pits. A few others staying out. I'm not sure if this is gonna be quicker. I'm perfectly honest here. I have no idea what's gonna be quicker. Angel is out of the pits. Where is Jackson? Oh, Jackson did get stuck behind Jones. Oh, okay. This makes me question if the overcut's the call. Maybe Duncan is on to something here. And Duncan out again. Does he think he can go to the end of the race? That would be interesting to say the least, if he could go to the end of the race. But he's still got 5 laps to go. And these people have already pit. I think it's a little much. I think he's going a little far to say he can make it to the end of the race. I just think he's trying to overcut them as much as possible. Use the low fuel he has right now. Because low fuel is actually very nice around here. Because tires aren't too huge on lap times. It's usually around how much fuel you have left in the tank, and Duncan is pretty low on fuel, which is actually aiding him in his lap times. So Duncan may be onto something here. Alright, in the carousel. Is it time now for you to pit, Duncan? You can't stay out for too long, or your tires are going to start going downhill pretty quick. You're going to start graining. You got to pit soon. Not yet. He's going to stay out again. Scott, what's your decision? Scott's done waiting. He's in. Ryan is not done. Interesting. So now is when the undercutters are starting to make the decision to come in. Downey is in as well. So this may mean that we're going to see a pit out of Duncan soon. Bartlett is an issue! No! Bartlett was doing so well! Oh, that's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. But that knocks Arndt and Jovic back in the points. Not what Jackson wants to see. Where's Jackson? Yep. I was thinking about there, right about the end of the top 10, out of the top 10. Just barely. He's just been sitting there for a while. I was Duncan here. Coming in right now would probably be best. Get out there. Only have a few laps to go. You can push it as hard as you want. And that's his decision. Duncan, your leader, is in the pits. This is the last pit stops of the race. If I'm correct, Ryan will join them. He will. Now we look at Vincent. Duncan's not beating Vincent. No way. I think this is Vincent's race to win. And Carlson will join as well. Down the front stretch. No way he jumps him. No. There's Anderson. There's Pericles. There's Johnson. And he'll slip in at the bottom of the top 5. Good attempt, though. It was a good thought. But it's not going to be there. Jackson, though, going to move up another position beyond what he renders him, because it did render Ryan at the finish line before Jackson. So Jackson is in 9th, Finguy is in 10th. Jeffrey Finguy, who started near the tail end of the field, is in a top 10. That is very impressive for Jeffrey Finguy. I'm not sure if I actually announced the news, but Jeffrey Finguy did announce his return. I believe I did. He is going to return for one more season, going to join Clever Ross Racing, the team he started his career with, to end it. And he'll be in a 41. So this should be giving some confidence to Clever Ross Racing that he still has something in him. And it's going to sum up a terrible day for all the big points contenders. But it's going to shine a golden ticket, a light, on some of the people who really needed this day. They really needed something to boost their championship hunt. People like Jackson, like Angel, like Rowe, like Duncan, Johnson, Anderson, Pericles. All these people really needed a really solid day, and this is exactly what they got. Pericles up into P2. Really performing right now in this late stage of the race. Right now in P2, not going to get the win. This is Vincent's win through and through. After that first pit stop, he ran away, had a great run afterwards. And it was a great battle at the beginning of the race between Scott, Bowers, and Fitzwater. But we're not going to see a person get their first win in a few seasons today. It'll be Vincent's second win of the season. White flag is in the air for Adam Vincent and Full Frontal Motorsports, trying to tie Fitzwater Australia on the all-time win list for the top. White flag in the air, 1 to go. Pericles in second. It's a fight for third between Johnson and Anderson. Anderson might not even sit on the podium. Although they didn't get the day they really wanted, still a decent day for Fitzwater Australia. But Fitzwater, after that wreck, it really just went downhill. But Anderson, still a top 5 finish, is going to be magnificent for him and his hopes going forward. Oh, lap car. Disturbing Vincent. But he really doesn't even have to worry about the lap car. He can just sit behind him for all he cares. Doesn't matter. He has such a lead, it doesn't even matter. I just stayed behind him. Help Bartlett, push him to the finish line. In the last chicane one last time. He's through. That's the last big trouble spot. That would be the last opportunity for anything to happen to Vincent. 3 corners to go. If I'm correct, this will be his second win of the season. And Vincent in his last season, his goodbye season. Out of the last corner, the Luxembourg driver gonna win in Europe. It's Adam Vincent. For Full Frontal Motorsports in his last season, will take the win in Finland for our first time around Karjala. A great pit strategy gets him the win. And that is P1 for Adam Vincent. Full Frontal Motorsports will tie on the all-time win list for first with Fitzwater Australia Racing. Pericles will come on second, barely fending off Skylar Johnson for third. In third, Anderson in fourth. Duncan, a great result in the top 5. Rowe, 6, pulling his fastest lap of the race. Carlson, it's wow. In the last few moments, Monarch goes 1-2 on the fastest lap chart. Thompson, a great rebound performance after terrible middle of the season. He's really come back from it. Angel in 8th. Jackson, a day he needed in 9th. And Jeffrey Finguy, a 1:37.8 on the last lap of the race. Proving that he's not done just yet. Congratulations to him for that. And Carlson, his teammate, in 11th, the fastest lap of the race. Solid day for them. But today's about Adam Vincent. He's going to cruise around the track. He is probably very happy with that. 2 wins in his last season. I believe this is his first time he's ever won 2 races in a single season. And Adam Vincent going to come home a victor. Chevrolet, number 42. This is Culver's Samsung, number 42. Pericles, a great result. He needed this today. So did Skyler, so did Anderson, so did Duncan. Rowe. Again, all these people really needed a good, solid, very fast, big points day. And they all got it. They all got what they needed. Because issues between Art, Jovic, Windhelm, all the big contenders, Roush, all the way down at the rear. And they've got to be ecstatic. Congratulations to Adam Vincent. Skyla just going to cruise around a little bit more. Congratulations to Adam Vincent. Let's go look at your finishing results. And so, Adam Vincent on top here in Finland, here in Karjala. It was a great race. Pericles in second, Skylar Johnson third, Anderson fourth, Duncan fifth, Rowe sixth, Thompson in seventh, Angel in eighth, Jackson in ninth, and Jeffrey Fenguy rounding out your top 10. And again, we look down the order of some of the people who wanted to extend the gap between some people in the points, and they just didn't do it. Arndt, Jovic, Windhelm, Roush, Freeze had an incident. We didn't see that. Paulson had a decent day, 14th. A lot better than you'd expect after he was pretty far down in the beginning parts of the race. Sunoco got a day that she needed because she's going into her last season next season, along with Caldwell in his last season next season. Sunoco, P18. Halleck, it was a decent day. It was a good day. It was a good day for Maverick. 6th, 9th, and where's Halleck? 19th. 3 top 20s, 2 of them being top 10s. Good for that team, trying to catch up. I believe they're leading over Scott Ganassi. I'm not sure. But it's them and Scott Ganassi battling for this Constructors title. If Maverick can get it, they'd be the first team to get 2 Constructors titles. Because in the first 3 seasons, it was the big 3 teams in the first era, which is Epic Motorsports winning the first, it was Full Frontal getting the first season, Fitzwater Australia second, and Epic third, if I'm correct. I believe it's something like that. But great performance out of Adam Vincent. After that pit stop, he ran away. He had so much speed today, but just couldn't come together for Fitzwater Australia. It started on the front row, all 3 in the top 6, but we'll only have 1 top 10, being a top 5 though. Max Anderson, another top 5. Congratulations to him. They won't pull the hat trick today. Stopped by Full Frontal, the team who owns that title of the hat trick. So, congratulations to Adam Vincent. Let's go look at your points position.